All right, we are at the last bean field. This is the 40. Already been over here and greased the combine. I forgot to wipe the windshield off, but I might have a rag in the truck. These should be some okay beans, I'm hoping. They're tall, they got a good stand, the deer haven't been in them. So if we can get above 40 on these, I'll be happy. And if we get above 40 on these for long enough, maybe it'll help offset the... Where's all that fuzzy crap coming from? If we can manage to stay above 40 on enough of it, maybe it'll help offset the about 25-ish odd acres that we cut that were under 25. This is basically an act of futility because he cut beans for 15 minutes and it's all covered again. But makes me feel better about it anyhow. Good enough. So it's going to be dependent on how bad they are on them hills. This spot right here, there was woodchucks coming out of the equipment. So they ate a spot here, they ate a spot there. I'm actually kind of impressed that the beans came back because they had them mowed off clean to the ground. It's a little mushy out here, but these should be, pods are got something in them all the way to the top, so these should be some decent beans, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It'd be nice. But I got, hopefully get at least one load down to the elevator today and possibly come back and start working on another one. But I gotta quit at 6 o'clock because I have a previous engagement that I have to attend. So sounds like we got a chance, a little bit of weather coming in by Wednesday. Hopefully working evenings. Hopefully I can still do it or have it done by Wednesday, but if not, I guess we'll find out. So anyhow, pitter patter, let's get at her. off the outside of a 20, and they're kind of sparse along there. I don't know, it's hard to judge yet, but I'm obviously not gonna make another round, so I'll get the truck moved around where I can dump into it. Shoot. Ain't no good. Hold on. I'm not even gonna bother checking the moisture because they should be plenty dry enough. They're not a terrible size. Oh yeah, they're dry. Boy, is this ground wet though. Probably why they still look halfway decent. Load. I probably could have crammed a little bit more on there, but Dad's taking that and hauling that in, and he brought me his truck, and I'm gonna get that full. Hopefully I can do that by like 5:30, and then that'll be my evening because I gotta go after that. So we'll see what we can get done. I got Dad's truck pretty much full. I was trying to get another down and back to fill it, and I made a down, and I was turning around to make my back, and I looked down at the cutter bar, and she was hanging a little bit. It broke right here, and by the rust on it, it's been broke a good long while. Bottom half of the bracket's right there, so gotta fix that, but it shouldn't take long. Hopefully the bar is just sagging and it doesn't take much to push it back up straight, hopefully. All right, Dad brought me some tools, and while I was taking this off, he ran his truck in to dump it. Since they were still open, figured might as well get them both empty. It kind of sucks that between this and me having to go, I probably have this front field done yet today. Probably only got another hour and a half maybe of cutting up front, and then I can go to the back. But anyhow, this thing has been broke and had a bad weld job on it once before, so I guess we were kind of set up for failure on that one. But hopefully the backbone, I don't think it's bent, I think it's just sagging, so hopefully the backbone goes back out straight. Hopefully it should, so we shall see. But anyway, Dad's gonna get this welded up while it's picture day. Ever since we've been together every fall, Shelly's had a day where we go get pictures taken together, and that's today. And she doesn't ask a whole lot of me, so I figure it's best to at least do this one thing for her, since she literally asks nothing of me. It works out. I mean, she's not hard to keep happy, so if I can do this one thing for her and that makes her happy, I can do that. So anyhow, I'm gonna drop this off so the Dad can get this welded up while I'm off doing honeydew things, and then when I get done with that, come back over, sew this back together yet tonight, and we'll be good to go back at it tomorrow. So we will catch you guys tomorrow. All right, we are back. Hopefully can fill 2 trucks tonight. It might be a stretch because it's 4:30 now, so I've only got basically 3 hours of daylight. I'm hoping there's at least if there's another full truck off of what's left off of this front field, I'll be happy. If I can get 6 good truckloads off of this field, we'll be over. Because I need like 1720 or something like that to get 40 bushel an acre. 6 good full truckloads would be 1800 bushels. So hopefully we can manage that. Last night got the head put back together. That went okay. Everything came back out straight. It ran fine. By the time I got done with that, basically I had enough time. I blew the combine off, greased it, fueled it, so she is ready to go. Just need to warm her up and wipe the windows off real quick. his. Got about an hour and a half of daylight left, so hopefully, as long as the dew doesn't set early, hopefully get Dad's truck filled yet tonight. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Pretty sure the backfield is gonna dash any hopes of averaging 40 out here. It'll probably still be in the 30s, but the deer damage back here is worse. There's some woodchuck damage, which my cousin's got most of the woodchucks smoked out here. And he's been killing deer, but there's just way too damn many. Heck of a year. truck is mostly full. I could probably fit another 15 or so bushel on there. But currently 9:30. If you'd have told me I could run this late, I'd have called you a liar. I don't even know how much of the field I've got done. It's me and a little streak of light going. I go till I get to an end road, I turn around and I come back. I don't know how far over I've made it. I don't know. I know the back's definitely not running as good as the front was. But they're starting, the pods are starting to get a little tough. I'm starting to see a few more of them in the tank. Hasn't been kicking anything out the back, and I guess the nice thing about cutting beans when they start to get a little tough, my sickle shatter has basically gone down to nothing. But I don't want to start throwing whole pods out the back or anything, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. And as long as we can get one more night of the weather like this, we'll be done cutting beans tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys to finish up tomorrow, hopefully. All right, we're gonna end this video not cutting beans. So today I got one load hauled in when I went to work, and then Dad's been busy. He's had guys running him ragged all day, coming in and getting stuff fixed, so Dad didn't have a chance to run the other load in. So I had to put fuel in my grain truck. So by the time I got off of work, got into town, put fuel in my truck, got back, got in my pickup, went to get the dogs, stopped by the field on the way back, blew the combine off, greased it, checked it over so that it's ready to go, came back, got in Dad's grain truck, hauled that load of beans in. There was a line down at the elevator, took me some yada 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 yada. By that point, it's already 6:15, and we do have some slight chances, and I mean ever so slight chances, of rain tonight. Now honestly, part of the reason that I held off on cutting tonight and I'm gonna wait till tomorrow is the beans are down to 9. The first load I hauled in was 11.2. The second load was 10.8, and then by the time we were cutting yesterday, they were down to 9. One load was 9.2, one load was 9.3. So my theory is, or the method of my madness is, let them set tonight. Hopefully we get some rain out of this. Like I say, it's a 30% chance, but there are blips on the radar, so hopefully one of them comes over. Because we could get an 1/8 inch of rain right now, and one, the wheat would appreciate it, and two, pick up a couple 2-3 points on the beans and get them back up closer to 11, 12, 13 where you want them, and not lose the water weight. Because with soybeans, your 12, 13 is your ideal moisture. Cutting, you get a lot less header loss if you cutting them at like 14, 15, but as far as like storage and no dock at the elevator and anything, 12, 13 is your sweet spot. And anything under that, you start losing water weight, and then you start losing bushels. So hopefully we either get some rain tonight, or we're supposed to get down really close to, well, not really close, I think like 35, 36 something. I guess that is kind of really close to freezing tonight. So hopefully that will give us a good heavy dew, and then tomorrow's not supposed to be overly hot, but it is supposed to be breezy, so it'll dry off by the afternoon, at least as far as getting the stems and stuff dried out. And hopefully without being hot like it was today, because today we damn near made it to 80. So I bet today they were down closer to 8, maybe under, which is way too dry. Anyhow, hopefully either we get a rain or a heavy dew, bring the moisture up another point or two, and make them a little bit more reasonable, and then we will just, one way or the other, finish cutting tomorrow. So I need basically 550 bushel. Oh, well, okay, I'm leaving my cousin like an acre, so I'd need 510 bushel to make 40 bushel an acre right now, and I don't know if we're gonna get it because I made it a lot further on that field last night than what I thought. So we shall see. It's still probably gonna be in the 30s. Still should manage somewhere in the 30s fairly easily, hopefully high 30s, but I was really hoping to see at least 40 out of it, and that's not gonna happen. So anyhow, I figured real quick to end this video, we'd walk out here and check the progress on the wheat. And so far it's looking pretty decent. She could use another drink again, but there's kind of some, because it was so dang dry when I planted it, there's some spots like right here where it's thicker that came up, and then there's some thin spots, but the thin spots, you get down and look, they are filling in. So it's going to be a nice even stand. It just didn't necessarily come up 100% even. So, and I left my 15-inch skip rows in between so that I can, one, annoy people, because it's amazing the number of people that just really bothers, and B, makes it easier for me to come back over in the spring and make my secondary passes, spreading fertilizer or whatever else I may need to do, because you can count drill passes. So it's like controlled traffic, but not, or not, yeah, controlled traffic where you follow those tire tracks, except I'm not following tire tracks, I'm following drill tracks. So wheat's looking good. I haven't checked the other two fields yet, but I would assume that they're in the same state. So we will wrap this video up here, and we will catch you guys tomorrow finishing up beans for the year. So then we can jump on corn heavy, and that should go fairly quickly. So that's it for this one, and we'll catch you guys. Oh, let me see if I can do this real quick without giving too much away. I'm probably not going to be able to. Bear with me here, I got to find the right angle without giving away too much. Watch the corner of the barn. I don't know, right there. If you look right there, there's something sitting up there that's new. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, because I haven't had a chance to do a video on it yet. That's probably gonna be, we got a good chance of rain Friday, so that's probably gonna be Friday's video to introduce you to somebody new. But there's your little sneak, that little thing right, little gray spot right there. So anyhow, that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.